Vivek Katju, because I have a sense of what Sanju will say, I have a sense also what Rohan Gupta will say, but let's start with the former ambassador and get his sense of whether the Modi government's China policy has been a success, has it been a failure, or given the complexity of this relationship, it's not possible to cast it into a binary.
Look, it cannot be cast in a binary. That's point one. The second point is that China constitutes India's greatest strategic challenge for the present and the foreseeable future. This is one issue on which the political class has to come together. And in such situations, while the opposition must give the government full cooperation, it is for the government to take the lead to carry the political class together. And I think this issue is, in a sense, therefore beyond politics. And at my age, I can only appeal to the political parties, all of them, please come together so that a consensus can emerge. I agree that the External Affairs Minister has time and again said very plainly that the 1990s agreements do not hold anymore, that China has not adhered to them, and that we have to craft out new policies now to confront China. Part of that process is on. Part of it is in continuation what the previous government did. But I think the challenge is so great that the strategic and the political classes must come together.
Okay, so you've set the context for this debate. Yes.
Just one second. What I find instead is this petty squabbling. It is pathetic. As a citizen, I can only say it is pathetic.
Okay, Rohan Gupta, Ambassador Katju makes important points. China is not a Pakistan that you can punch and bully around. It's a country, the economy of which is 5 times our size. It's a aspiring superpower. You have to be realistic of your national power and prepare for the future. He says the process of confronting China is on. It's not a aate ko dekhte hain, aate ko marenge, and you should do more, in the way that Rahul Gandhi seems to be egging on Prime Minister Modi and the BJP government. And therefore, in the view of Ambassador Katju, what can be done is being done. This is India's biggest strategic challenge, and therefore politics on the issue of China is best left aside. This is where there must be consensus on how to deal with our biggest enemy.
Yeah, Rahul. See, I completely agree that we have to deal with China very strategically. But for that, Rahul, you have to be honest to the country, right? You cannot be on denial mode. When the Prime Minister says that koi gussa nahi hai, don't you feel that is wrong? We know that China has entered. They have acquired 2,000 square kilometers of our land. So we cannot be on denial mode. If you want support of opposition, can you go with the support of opposition with the wrong feedback to the country? No. We understand China is a big challenge. We cannot trust China. But how can you, fool around? You cannot. You have to accept the fact that yes, China has entered. 20 of our soldiers have been martyred. When you admit the facts, then you come to the opposition. Obviously, support will be there. This is the first time, Rahul, in the history that the opposition country, the China, the rival country, is using statement of our Prime Minister, that the Prime Minister of India says that nobody has entered India. Don't you feel that is wrong?